Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my Srimanji YouTube channel. Rivers and rituals, the ideas of Snanam, the delightly of the river as the destroyer and the preserve is evident from the myths, rituals, and the religious practices in different cultures. The dynamic nature of the river, as opposed to the static water, makes it suitable for purification purposes or for rituals of cleansing, holy baths. The Nadi Sukta phrase of the rivers of the Rig Veda identifies sacred rivers of India, Nepal, namely Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Sindhu, Narmada, Kaveri, Godavari, Krishna, Topi, Brahmaputra, Bagmati, Sakhu, Sali Nadi. The Hindu mythology aggrandized water as the elixir of the immortality. In Vedic texts, water is referred to as Apha and is considered to be the purifying in spiritual context. Water bodies, the river in particular, are regarded as the source of life in ten Bible and mythos, since and particularly manifested as a source of the feminine energy or Shakti, this place of the manifestations of life. Power and purity are known as the Tirthas, sacred place, and thus we have a place of worship, temple, or religious fairs. Alongside their tirthas, these act as an gateway to the unknown realm of spirituality according to the Christ. Park 1994 and are the mostly linked to the water attributes. Whatever science found in us, whatever wrong I may have done, if I have lied or falsely thrown water, remove it far from us. Puran to appreciate at holy bath is sacred rivers before any offering are made by the devotee because that would enable the devotee to bring spiritual excellence and have a peace for these ancestors. A Tirtha Yatra is often corroborated with the holy bath in the water bodies as a symbolic purification rituals. Religious fairs have seen a mass congregation of pilgrims during the particular astrological conjunction for a holy deep in the river. A bath in the Gangas, for instance, on the full moon days of Asdha, Kartika, Magh, and Vaisakh bring a holistic and accurate instant on the 7th of the fourth half of the Magh on Avasana on Akshaya Tirtha. Rituals bathing gained impulse during the early medieval period with the changing socioeconomic dynamics. The earliest epigraph to the performance of the ritual of the bath, then the gift of the place, is referred to in the Nasik cave inscription of Usava's date. The rituals of the providing gifts, the was considered obligatory since the later Vedic period, and it was also the major source of livelihood of the Burmans. But with the decline of the alleged golden age, post-Gupta age, urban cities were destroyed and new modes of the gifted pattern there was Nadi upon Indian during the early medieval period was used to the weapon with which the Jamin destroyed his signs or the impurities after taking a holy dip in sacred rivers or by undertaking a pilgrimage. These cycles of the gaining punitively Papanasana, divulging science, and the finally attending pavitering petite helped rituals bathing. Again, a momentum in Hindu's traditional and culture, Vijayanath observes that the significance of the bathing as an ancestral ritual declared from of the force of the religion signs of the 4th 5th centuries. As a born out of the Punya, according to the Matsya Punya, Ganga is sacred in the Kankhal, the Saraswati in Kurukshetra, but the named in all places is the follows. Future, it is also cities that is a 3 day bath in Saraswati purification as a main. Yamuna takes 7 days, but Narmada purification is made in glimpse and bathing in it elite unparalleled material. All the was due to the sins of the original loyalty and pride. Social hierarchy is the elite Vedic society was believed to have been divine origin. The Brahmas was the man's mouth, his arms were made of the kshatriya, his things were this Vijaya from his feet, the Sudra was born. In this background rose the religious vows of the rituals bath as it is provided for the salvation moksha of all irrespective of the caste, creed, religions, or sex as mentalism Brahmaputra. Ritualism was of the constructor of the Manusmriti that called for the dharma or morals. Dharmastra recognized Sudra as that very sins of pollution is also testified by Fagan on the Chinese traveler or to India, who explained how the candles had to give to the heads of a public place by striking a piece of the wood to avoid contact with others. Purification of toes by the Sudra involved talking the cleansing bath that Manusmriti also explained how food cooked in the water offered or the tossing by the Sudras who were considered polluted. Worse than that, women during the menstrual cycle and postpartum were identified as polluting regardless of the castle. Water was accepted as to the medium to the nullify all this form or of pollution. The Ganga is in the holistic of the river and has purification functions. Mythologically, Ganga descended to the earth to the receive 60,000 sons of the king Sagra who were returned to the earth by the curious of the Sheikh Kapila when of the former distributed his meditation. To allow a smoothly flow, Lord Shiva allowed her the descended on his head. The Ganga Bhadrasnan is celebrated as Ganga Dusihar and bathing in the river during the Shukla Paksha is the belief to the cleansing the signs of 10 lifetimes. Another is the festival of Satrapuja, famous in the state of Bihar, which is incomplete without the deep and the holy Gangas, the grand Gangas, Aratis of Rishikesh's Haridwar also interests millions bathing in the water and receiving boons from the goddess herself. Two human jewels fails to the rituals bathing are Kumbh Mela and Ganga Sagar Mela. Sakur Sali Nadi Mela. Kumbh Mela is the largest religious bathing holy bath conglomerate of the earth, attracting millions of the tourists. It is the celebrated at four different pilgrimage sites: Haridwar, Prayagraj, Ujjain, and Nasik. Usually at a 12-year intervals, the first recorded account of the Kumbh Mela is found in Huyen Tag Tasang and travel book through his graphic portrayal of the bathing festival. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you.